Welcome Transformers fans, my name is Composite EnerJoe and today we bring you my review of the Transformers Thrilling 30 Voyager, not Voyager, Leader Class Jetfire. And here he is in all of his alt-mode gloriousness. And yeah, this thing is amazing. I have nothing but good things to say about this alt mode. It is since this is Jetfire, this alt mode is based on a sort of modified version of an F-14 Tomcat, and if you put this alongside some pictures of the vehicle, it's identical. I think the only thing is that the cockpit is supposed to be more of a F-22 Raptor style than the F-14 Tomcat, but the rest of the body is a dead ringer for the Tomcat. So yeah, here he is. You can open his wings. These back fins can move. These are called stabilizers, or these are stable. I don't remember that much. He does have landing gear that can go up and down, so let me just put that back up. And nice detail, he's got molded in and painted machine guns right there on the nose, which is really cool. And just, he's got 4 thrusters here. He's got some back wheels that roll up, and once again, his landing gear that comes here can roll. Very, very impressive. And if you stick your nail in here, the cockpit actually opens. Yeah, let me bring this down. So, this thing, cockpit can open and even has molded seats. So if you have a small enough like figure or pilot or whatever, you can probably put something in there and close it back up. So yeah, this is an amazing alt mode. This is like just wow. Like, if I put this on a shelf and people will look at it and they don't know that this is a Transformer, they probably think this is a model. This looks just like a model. It's just, wow. I get the only thing that kind of might give it away would be these clips here. The only thing that seem out of place, and maybe this part. But, yeah, this looks just like a model. And I guess the only way you'd know it's a Transformer outside of, besides the Autobot symbol, is that if you flip them over, you can see the hands, and if you know that this is a head, you kind of see the shape of a head there. But that's only if you really know what it is. The hands are more problematic. But these can be covered with his accessories, and he actually comes with a bunch. Oh, and I might as well mention it, that Jetfire here, I actually sort of hinted at reviewing this Jetfire in a couple of my prior videos. The most obvious one was in my Treadbolt review. I mentioned that, oh, why did I get Treadbolt instead of Jetfire? Well, because I had this Jetfire. Because Treadbolt was a repaint of the Classics Voyager Jetfire, and yeah, because I had this Jetfire. And the other, I guess, more subtle, if you want to call it, like the least obvious reference was way back when I did my leader movie Megatron. I mentioned how Megatron was the second leader class I ever got. Yeah, Jetfire here is the first. This was the first ever leader class figure that I ever bought. And I gotta say, first, like as a first impression, this was amazing. Just, it looks like a model. And like I said, to hide the hand problem, there is a way to hide it. And that's where his accessories come in. And he's got a bunch. And like and it's in a similar way to how Treadbolt had a well, no, I'll get to that when I get to that. So yeah, first off, we have his thrusters, his like super thrusters. We have this cannon, this laser cannon. Like, it kind of looks like a null ray, and I think there is a big reason for that, which I'll mention in the facts area. Another null ray type weapon, and his main gun, which is spring loaded, and it is on. And this thing is on a hair trigger. Like, I've had this thing go off accidentally. I think when moving this guy's arm in robo mode, it would just go off automatically. Yeah, see, it is on a hair trigger, so just be aware of that. So this is his main spring-loaded gun. There, his main spring-loaded gun. And he comes with one other thing, but it does nothing. It has no way of being stored on the robot mode, at least effectively, and I mean, has no way of being stored on this. So that extra accessory is meant for his robot mode. So let's, I guess, armor up this vehicle mode. So you just come in here. That's where these clips come in. Just go in there, clip it in, and there you have these big thrusters. Then you turn them over, lift this up, turn them over, take these null rays, put them here, plug them there, and now these kind of hide his hands. This is adjusted, and now the hands are sort of being blocked by these. Not really well, but it's doing something. Then you come in here, plug that there. These also have holes in them so that you can fit the wheels through them, so that he can still roll while armored up, while having his equipment. And now this is like the most reasonable way of armoring up the vehicle mode, and this looks really cool. Just like Treadbolt, this is a very cool, how would I describe battle mode? Yeah, I'm just going to call this kind of a armored up battle mode, where he has these 4 extra guns, the big thrusters for speed, and if you really want to, and this is the only one that looks kind of goofy, you can stick this here, stick that there, and then you have the main gun right under the nose cone. And this is like the only thing that looks kind of silly. I think that's... Yeah, I would have liked maybe, well, that's what I mean by hair trigger. So yeah, for the time being, I'm going to have the missile be separate, because it just goes out by accident. I think one way to make it better would have been if in this clip, there was like a way to peg it like back here as like a main cannon, and I think that would look better. But there isn't, so this is like the ideal way of plugging it, is right there. And it's kind of goofy, so let me just... Now, with this stuff, minus the main gun, with these weapons on him and equipment, you can transform him. However, I'm going to take them off, which it makes the transformation a little bit easier. Plus, I want to show you the 2 separate modes, at least the 2 separate modes. The 2 separate modes that this Jetfire has. Because, like Treadbolt, he has both a... I guess normal mode, and then I don't know how to describe it. He has a normal mode, and then he has a battle mode. He has his regular, and then he has his battle mode with all of his equipment. So let me get to on transformation and show off his regular mode. So you come down here. How was this? Come down here. You unpeg that. Come down here. Unpeg this, and he is pretty involved. He's pretty involved in the transformation. Excuse me. Unpeg that. And then you rotate. Do we rotate? No, not yet, not yet. Oh yeah, you have to come, fold these down. Then you have to separate this. There you go, separate this from this. It's like there's these pegs here that go into there. You have to unpeg on both sides. And then, yeah, lift this up. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of tight, but there you go. You have to like lift this up. Lift this up. That would be like that. Then come to the nose cone and do that. You hear a really nice snap. Don't worry about it. That's normal. It's supposed to do that. So don't worry. It does sound like it's breaking, but it's nothing really major. It's supposed to do that. So lift that up. Lift this up and fold it in on itself, and you'll see a little location where you can clip that in, and then do that, and that's what we do with the back. Now we come to this part. So for this part, you then have to come here, and you probably saw these panels here can lift up. Get your nail in there, but you can open these panels up. There we go. Open panels up. And then you come and you separate this, and you basically have to bring out the head. Push this in. This part, I always found this part a little bit tricky. There we go. I'll try to keep the head a secret. Then you just come here and flip these panels up, and just they'll click into place, kind of. So then we have, this is the chest and head. So then, down here, what do we do? Come here, you separate this. Oh yeah, then you bring this down and start rotating it to the side, rotating it to the side. You come in here and you split apart what are his robot arms. So separate that. You know, leave them like that. And then you bring this assembly And here's the sort of trick part. You have to turn this to give this clearance. Is that right? Is that about right? Keep it there. No. I just fold it up like that. Bring these down, and they rotate the legs forward, and then these they click into the middle assembly. However, this one here is a bit loose on mine, but that's only on mine, and it's a very minor thing. Let me raise it up because this guy is pretty tall. Now you push this back, and then you clip this into there, and then you clip. There's like a connection here that you put into the back wing to keep it steady. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where are you? There. And you click into the main torso, the main body. There. That's what you gotta do. So bring it in. Click it in there. And then onto the back for extra stabilization to keep it steady. And then we're pretty much almost done. You just gotta pull out the feet. Pull them out all the way, because these are like on double hinges. Pull this forward, then you go here, and then move this forward to straighten out. And then, like this doesn't really click into place, it just sort of sits there. But it's sturdy enough, like it's not gonna, it's not flopping around anytime soon. So it'll stay there. And now for the head reveal. Bloop. And there is Jetfire. And his really, really nice, very, what kind of expression could this be? Stern, solemn, serious, with this very serious look on his face. And this face looks just like his Generation 1 figure did. So, here we have Jetfire in his very, very nice robot mode. This is a very nice robot mode. Like, I honestly have nothing bad to say about this thing. Like, I could do, like, honestly, it's a minor complaint, but yeah, the entire cockpit is just behind his back, and his wings too, but it's minor. Like, it doesn't bother me for how fantastic this thing is. Might as well show you articulation. There are no ball joints, funny enough, but yeah, his head can swivel, then can go up and down. Arms, if they don't detach, can rotate out that far, swivel there, and very, very nice ratchet joints in the elbows. His legs, nice heavy ratchets, can do a fantastic kick. But has a nice heavy ratchet well, this one is a lot heavier of a ratchet than this one. Once again, that's only on my figure. And then can do a really nice knee, and can move up and down. So yeah, he has a wide range of articulation. He has a lot of articulation, a lot of detail, and it's a fantastic figure. And also, there's more. He has a battle mode. And I'm going to say it again, just like the Treadbolt figure, he also has a battle mode when you give him all of his equipment. So, let's weapon him up. So, first one, come back here. Get this. Oh, and one thing I didn't mention, this thing can rotate. Like, it's kind of like, I'll just show it off here. Just clip it there. And yeah, you can rotate the booster, so you can have it be like that, so that he has the 4 pair of boosters on the top, which looks pretty cool. Or you can have them be like this. I'll rotate that and have the boosters facing up. However, I prefer the boosters being down, since it has a nicer silhouette back here with like 4 boosters behind his head. I don't know. I think that looks kind of cool. But you can have it whichever one you want, because the boosters do move. Okay. Oh no! He fell. He can actually stand pretty good. His feet are big enough. So oh yeah. Next up, then we have these lasers. Can plug there. Plug on the side. Plug on the side. There, filling up the gaps on his arms. And then on his other arm, whoops, his other arms, and then his main gun, which he just holds in either hand. So I'm going to hold it on his right hand. And there is, and he's almost done. He actually has one extra feature, which is one of my favorites. He has this battle mask. And check this out. This is really, really nice. For a second, I thought it was broken, but that's just the reflection. But yeah, this is a very nice battle mask, which, and here was the weird part. If you don't want him with the mask, you actually can't store it on his main gun, because he has grooves here that if you line it up, you can actually store it on his cannon, which is, I guess, this is the way to do it on his vehicle mode, but I honestly don't like it because it looks weird. I actually really like him wearing it. All you gotta do is just slide it onto his head, and you hear a nice soft, like 2 clicks on each side, and there he is. And check this out. That is an awesome head. Now, the whole point of the mask being removable, like once again, Treadbolt did the same thing. But if you actually know the history involved with the character of Jetfire, which I'm not gonna go over because it's actually pretty long. I guess the simple version would be that Jetfire originally was a figure. Back in Generation 1, I'll try and be quick about it. Back in Generation 1, Jetfire was a figure from a TV show. Was actually a toy. Was a okay, I got it. He was a repaint of a toy that was from another series from another company by the name of Macross. And that figure was I think it was called the Valkyrie, and it was like the main robot of that show, because Macross, I think when translated to English, it was a Robotech, yeah. So essentially, this character, Jetfire, was originally a Robotech robot, or Macross in the Japanese version. So because of that, and because of licensing issues and copyright, they couldn't use the original character and the original toy. So they altered his design and renamed the character Skyfire. So you had a case where the figure that was out did not match the actual character that was on the show, and that's where this came from. This is Skyfire's face, but then when you put this on, it's supposed to resemble the Valkyrie or the original Jetfire's face. I prefer this look because this just looks awesome, him being armored up or weaponed up or whatever you want to call it. This just looks really cool. And I do prefer him with the battle mask on. And yeah, and that could be the first, I guess, series of facts with him, with Jetfire here. And that's sort of the whole reason why he has the options of the battle mask and then without the battle mask. That's sort of the history of like a short history of Jetfire there. And Trent, I guess, and they sort of kept it with when they did the classic one where he had the 2 different masks, even though it was completely different. So yeah, and then we have this missile here, which I'm just gonna plug it in. And yeah, there is one extra thing you can do with the equipment, and I'm gonna, well, not fire the missile. There we go. Unplug them. You can actually combine the weapons together. I might as well show this off. Okay, so plug them, unplug them, unplug them. I'm just gonna show this off really quick. I'm gonna put Jetfire off to the side. Well, I'm just gonna have him stand there, and you can actually combine these weapons together. You can do any kind of object. You can either put them on top, like this. Let's try something like this. Maybe you want them to have like powerful twin arm cannons or like twin null rays or something. So you can have this. He actually has quite a few options that the Dreadbolt figure does not. So then you can have 2 big arm cannons, like double arm cannons. Or you can like combine it like you can do it all, but like within any of the pegs, you can actually do like a series of any number of like combinations that you can think of. And they can even plug into the side of the booster. So if you want, you can even weapon up the like the booster if you really wanted to. Like something like that. So I do like that the equipment can actually combine together. Now I will show you one format that I like doing. I don't like putting them on the booster because it looks kind of weird. Well, I guess maybe in vehicle mode it would actually look a little better. Whoops. One thing I like to one combination I actually do like using with the weapons. I like actually just having him have like the weapons and all of his like the two in the leg and all that, the normal one. But there is one sort of weapon combo that I like to do because it looks really cool. I like it at least. You take this. I'm just gonna show it off. Plug the null rays on each side, then plug the leg lasers on each side, and then you have this like super cannon, this big super cannon, which I like to attach onto the arm. And there we go. He's about to unleash his super murder attack on somebody. Like I feel that he would pull this out when he really needs to just destroy somebody. Like somebody just made him mad. So yeah, this is like one format that you can do a bunch of different combinations, but this is the one that I like, just combining them all together for the one super cannon. Which also kind of reminds me of Power Ranger. The original Power Ranger, they would combine their weapons, or in any of the Power Rangers, they all did that. They would combine their signature weapons together and unleash the super death attack, murder attack thingy, or whatever. Okay, so let me plug back in his weapons to give you my some other facts, since I did a little summary of his origin to explain off the two faces, and I feel this video might be going on longer than it needs to. And darn it, doesn't want to go in there. Get in the cannon. There we go. Then we have Jetfire ready to go. All nice and stalwart and tall. So yeah, overall, if I haven't gushed enough, just overall, this is a fantastic figure. Honestly, I would have to say this is the best version of Jetfire that there is. The only thing that could be argued that might be better could be the Masterpiece version if it either comes out or already came out, I wasn't aware of. But yeah, that's like the only thing that could potentially be better than this. But this is an amazing figure. The alt mode is fantastic. It looks like a model. The robot mode is just awesome. The accessories are a bunch with combinations and variations. I like that he actually has the option of, he has two different faces, the regular one and then the battle mask version. So you can have either Jetfire or Skyfire, or whoever you want. It is a fantastic toy. Highly recommended. Just go get it. It's fantastic. Now, I guess some other facts is that he was repainted and slightly retooled, but it's kind of weird. Essentially, Combiner Wars strikes again and has a bunch of repaints. So Jetfire here, this mold was repainted and slightly retooled. Actually got a pretty I guess extensive retool, because the chest and heads were different, among a couple other things. But he was retooled and repainted 3 times into the Seekers, into Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp in the Combiner Wars line. So Combiner Wars strikes again with the repaints, and they repainted Jetfire here, who honestly, this mold works as Jetfire. I saw the other figures. I saw Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp. They are all the same, just different paints. And I think Starscream is the and with different heads from Jetfire, but even among the 3, I think Starscream is the only one that has a different head because he's smirking, I think, and comes with an extra crown accessory. So yeah, honestly, I don't think they're worth it unless you're a big Starscream / Thundercracker / Skywarp or just the Seekers fans. I don't recommend getting those other 3, since I think Jetfire pulls off the mold a lot better than those other 3. They look nice because this looks nice. But yeah, repainted 3 times into the original Seekers. Like I said, they're great in their own right, but because this figure's so good. And just, yeah. This is nothing else. This is a fantastic figure. Go get it. Go hunt this down if you can. I think he's a bit pricey now, but like, because I got him when he first came out, but yeah. Go get him if you can. And if you can't get this, then by all means, go nuts and get the Seekers, but I personally think this is better. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Thrilling 30 Leader Class Jetfire. Oh, I guess one other fact. In the Thrilling 30 line, Jetfire was the only leader class in that line. Yeah, he was the only one. No other leader classes were released during the Thrilling 30 outside of him. So yeah, now, okay, so to finish the wrap up, this has been my review of the Transformers Thrilling 30 Leader Class Jetfire. This has been, my name is Composite EnerJoe. My name is Composite EnerJoe, signing off. Peace out.